Hi family! Today I have for you an NFL Kickoff outdoor tablescape. Now, as you can see, I set my tablescape up for the theme of the Pittsburgh Steelers. You can do the same exact thing that I'm showing you here and just switch it out to your team of choice. Now, full disclosure, the only thing I know about football is touchdown. But I do know in my household, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers all day, every day. So let me show you what I've come up with. Now, all of this happens to be on a great budget because my husband owns, as you can see, a lot of Pittsburgh Steelers memorabilia. And I'll tell you a little bit as I go along. Let's break this table down. Now, starting with my touchdown runner, and I chase that, as you can see, with my black Charger plates. Now, this is a prime example of, at different times I've told you that my Charger plates can hold a plate as well as a paper plate. This is a great example. As you can see, I chase that with actual paper plates of the Steeler theme. Then, as you can see, I have my plastic flatware and plastic cups, and then I just added my napkins inside the cups because this is actually, of course, an outdoor informal sit-down meal. Okay, now what I did was I had my husband bring all his Pittsburgh Steelers memorabilia out, and I pick and chose what I wanted to use for the tablescape. And as you can see, I have different helmets and cases. I have books to use for elevation, and a newspaper, and a Juju's Sweet Ride centerpiece. Okay, now in between the place settings, I actually have books, and of course it's all about the Pittsburgh Steelers. And while you're having a sit-down outdoor meal, your guests can then go through the books, and they will be great conversation pieces. Now, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Stay with me, I have more. Okay, family, in closing, as you can see, I borrowed some of my husband's Steeler jerseys, and I have them placed on the back of the chairs. And correction, if I did say the in between the place settings, I had books. They're actually magazines, and I used the books for the centerpiece risers. Okay, I have a couple funny Steeler stories. Let's start off with the first. Now, long time ago, I can't tell you how many years ago this story was, but I happened to walk into my family room, and my husband and my sons were watching the Steeler game. Now, the young man on the Steelers team, he ran with the ball, and he must have ran the whole field, and it was touchdown. My family was talking about it. Everybody on the news was talking about it. It was a big deal. So the next day or two, I was talking to a relative, and I said, wow, did you see that boy? He ran with that ball, and it was a touchdown. And he let me go on, and he then said, you don't actually know who that is. And I said, no. And he said, that was actually your cousin. And we laughed. One other. Now, I have a brother who is adopted by love into my family. And we talk often. But, and he's going to get a kick out of this when he sees this, but every now and then, when the Steelers win and they do something spectacular, he wants to talk about it. Now, he'll start off, the Steelers something. I said, wait. You and I don't talk that way. Remember, I know nothing about football. And he'll say, sorry, sis. We bust out laughing, and he'll text my husband and say what he wanted to say, and they go back and forth. Now, one other Steeler story. Now, this story goes back probably about 33 years ago, because at that point in time, I think me and my husband were engaged, and we lived in Pittsburgh. And for my Pittsburgh subscribers, you'll know exactly where I'm talking about when I say Penn Circle. I had an apartment there on Penn Circle. Well, this particular day, my husband and I were going somewhere, and my cousin and my sister was in the back seat. We came around Penn Circle, and we stopped at the traffic light. Now, while we were sitting at the traffic light, a guy comes walking up to the driver's side of my husband's window, and my husband put the window down, and he said, hey man, your trunk's open. Well, wouldn't you know, it was Rod Woodson. We look over, and my husband said thank you. Just about that time, as he's walking away, my sister and my cousin recognize him, and right on cue, they go, ah! They just scream. He smiled. Now this is three-lane highway type traffic. He's strutting back to his car, people honking, smiling. You couldn't tell me it wasn't the cat's meow. You can't make this stuff up. Listen, family, if you like this tablescape, hit the like button. Also, if you haven't joined my family yet, hit the subscribe button and join my family. And until next time, be blessed.